Well, well, well. Happy Friday, everyone. We have HCA Florida Woodmont Hospital in the building. We have Dr. Haroon Naraz, and we want to welcome him and Morgan from HCA Florida Woodmont Hospital in Tamarack. We want to ask you, tell us about your background and tell us why you got into healthcare.
Yeah, so I'm originally born and raised in Pakistan. It's a city called Lahore in Gujranwala. So that's from where I belong. And then later, 10 years ago, I'm in the United States. So the why I choose this profession is all emotional to me because I lost my mother at a very young age. She was a breast cancer patient and she passed when I was like 3, 4 years old. So that was I was raised by my father as a single parent, and all this time and all this life I was brought up like that. So my passion and all those things was just for the healthcare, and everything was in me, and it's very emotional. I could not talk that much about that part, but yes. And then eventually I started liking, because I was honestly I was very bad with the numbers. I'm still very bad. I could not remember my phone. So the only good thing which was left is a medical science. So, and then my passion and my love for the science grew slowly eventually. And then 15 years ago, I had another bad incident in my life. My dad had a stroke, and we are very in a third world country. We don't have that resources. And seeing your dad and helpless, being in ICU and in coma for 30 days, and you know nothing. So, and no lack of resources, then that was my change of mind. I want to go further, just to come to United States to see and learn the care here. And the good news was I landed up with the ACA system 6 years ago at Westside Hospital. I started my residency with ACA. It's my first love. And then after graduation, I started with staying with ACA. Moved temporarily to Woodmont for a few weeks, but later I loved the place. I love the people here, my nurses, my doctors, my colleagues. Everyone is so nice here. Even my boss, Dr. Franklin, our management, our CEO. But once I see the changes they are making here, changing the place, the population is also changing with the new equipment we are putting in Woodmont. So I decided to stay. This is my third year, and we are growing now. So let's see.
You know what they say, you got to love what you do and it never feels like work, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So it feels like we are there 24/7, honestly. I just live in the hospital, and I love it, what I do. And I love my patients. I love my, it feels like I miss. So last time I took off, just recently, I went back to Pakistan to see my father. And that was after 6 months non-stop I was working, and I just took 7 days off. And after fifth day, I was I'm missing it. I should go back. That's how Woodmont is to me. It's very close to my heart.
Aw, see, I love that. And I want to tell you guys, so Doc actually took care of my dad. My dad a few months ago had to go into the ER, and then he was there for over a week. And Woodmont Hospital took very, very, very good care of my dad. Those of you guys that know me, I am a daddy's and mommy's girl. My parents are my life. And, I told Doc, I was like, listen, I want you to come on my radio show, because when he was talking to my dad, he was talking to him like a person. It wasn't let me just treat him like a regular patient. He took his time. He must have been in the room for 30 to 45 minutes. He explained everything in details, literally in details. I couldn't have asked for a better doctor, and I'm very picky when it comes to my parents. But one thing that he had that a lot of doctors do not have is, number one, is heart. He really was very, very compassionate, and he just really listened to my dad, and especially my mom, because my mom was really scared because she thought, my dad, we were losing him. But no, he really, really took care of my dad, and I couldn't be more appreciative to HCA Woodmont Hospital. That's why I wanted them to come on the show today, because I want you guys to see, a lot of people are afraid of the hospitals. A lot of people don't want to go to the hospitals. Listen, if you need to go to a hospital, go to the hospital. Morgan is here. Hey, Morgan, how are you?
Good.
Morgan, it is Heart and Stroke Month. Tell us what's going on at HCA for Heart and Stroke Month.
So last year, we recently opened a brand new cardiac cath lab. We saw a need for specialized cardiac care right in the Tamarack community, and we acted on it. So we invested $12 million, and we're super excited to provide this new service.
And how could one get more info on that?
You can visit our website, hcafloridahealthcare.com.
Okay, and then you were telling me, you guys have a toll-free number now, and they can actually talk to them with the toll-free number, and they can actually, like, why don't we give out that number if they have questions or anything? And let's just give it out to them.
Oh, yeah. So, Consult a Nurse, it's a completely free service. You can talk to a registered nurse 24/7, and that number is 844-706-NURSE 8773.
One more time.
844-706-8773.
And you guys actually get to talk to a nurse.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Yes, Big Red here. We're representing HCA, and we're glad to have Dr. Navas. I'm trying to learn how to pronounce
it. Yeah, it's a hard one.
That's right. Well, welcome back, and we truly appreciate what you do, especially for what you've done for Samantha's dad. Truly appreciate that. What is the actual approach that you take to serving the patients?
That's a great question. It's very simple. Like, you have to feel like you are just, all your patients is just like a family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically, you have to just sit down and stay calm and ask them like the normal questions. Like, don't start and overwhelm them with the big diagnosis and big lab images or the results.
Mm.
Just start with the normal conversation. Like, okay, how you feel? What brought you to the hospital? Like, how you feeling at this point? And are we giving the care which you are needed, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's all depend per patient to patient. Our patient, like, we have like all kind of ages and patients. We get like all geriatric patients too. The only lacking thing which I see, they are more like lonely. There's no one to talk to them.
Oh, you're saying some patients?
Yeah, most of my patients are like, they are like by themselves, because we are Florida big with that number of patients, right? So basically half of the disease is gone when you start talking to them.
Whoa.
So they do understand like why they are there, but like there's no one to listen to them.
So you're saying some of it is mostly because of just being lonely?
Lonely. The loneliness is a big thing. And then they don't understand why they are there. What is the disease? What is the results? Doctors can go quick in and out in the room, and they can say like, oh, you had this diagnosis of the disease and this is the treatment. But no one has that time to discuss, okay, if you choose this kind of treatment, what is the outcome? For example, patients already on bed mobility, not walking, the quality of life is poor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're giving a stronger medicines, that cannot make it worse, right? So you have to see what the goal out of the treatment.
To find
out the balance. And then most of the time they just need like a good talk to understand where the disease is, to tell them the medicine which they are already on, the compliance with the medicines. Sometimes they say like, oh, I'm taking the blood pressure medicines when the blood pressure gets high, but that's not how it works. Blood pressure medicine has to be taken every day with the scheduled dose. So it's basically more education, more spending time with them, listening to them. As I think communication and listening is the key.
It is the key.
You win your patient when you listen to them.
Yes, that's a very important point that you just brought up, which is exactly what Samantha had mentioned earlier. It's the caring, the going above and beyond that you guys do compared to many other different institutions, hospitals. So, wow.
That's what with ECA Woodmont, with our new management and everyone, we are. Like, also we have like sessions, we do also educate our nurses on regular basis, like how to communicate with the patient.
Very
and it's not like, okay, we do it for annually and then forgets. No, it's the trial, the daily classes or weekly classes, we do reinforce and make sure everyone is up to the mark and doing their job correctly.
That's amazing.
So even at nighttime, 24/7, we are doing the same.
Yeah, because from what at least what I was getting when I was just listening to you speak, I was going to ask if that was a cultural thing. It's something that you brought from back home, or is it something that you trained here? Like, where do you get that?
Honestly, what I think, and which is also a very good question, is I think it's a cultural thing. The way I brought up is like that because here, and I, unfortunately, after COVID, we are more like with the phone and TV and less talking among to us.
Absolutely.
Even we are sitting on a table, like we all, like if you go out, right? So you're still on the phone and we are waiting for the
Yes.
orders and no one has time to talk, even you are on a
Yes,
date, right?
yes, yes.
So this is what, I'm not on any social apps, social media, nothing. For me, it's all talking. So that's what I think we are lacking, and we should go back to that old school where we should talk to among each other. And now, like most of my patients, like is a Google doctor, right? They Google stuff. So it's not good.
Is that what they call it? They call it
You Google
Google
headache,
doctor?
you'll end up having a Google will tell you have a tumor in your brain, but that's not true, right? And then you panic. So, but at the same time, you ask questions. Nothing is like one of my teacher told me, like, no question is like stupid question. You can ask, right? And like I asked my patient, like, ask what you want. Like, and I'm here to answer, but like at the same time, you have to say compliance with what I say.
Okay.
Yeah, you ask me and you waste my time, and then next time I come back for my job and I see the same patient with the same issues. So then I'm very hard on them. Like if you're not
Exactly.
taking care of yourself, then how can I take care of yourself?
Absolutely.
And with the Samantha, I know like I think Samantha's dad were like in the hospital with us like 2-3 times, and this is the third time I was like lucky to take care of him. And Samantha's mom was really mad at me. Really, I walk in at I'm a very early bird. I didn't know about Samantha.
So
I didn't know
so
about
the first 2 times they hadn't. You
and
were not-
other one of my
it was a-
colleagues,
it was
and
a
they were
different-
happy with them. So,
Yes, it was a
so
different-
I just went in with my regular, like with my coffee and everything, and I walk in, and Samantha's dad was like with the pain, and he was like, and mom was all over me, and like she didn't give me a chance to talk. Okay, I stay calm. I said, let her talk, let her get the frustration out.
Absolutely.
And then she did, and she's like, okay, and I was like, oh, you guys are doing nothing, and they're like, okay, and I was like, why you are even here? I was very blunt and honest, like why you are even here if you are not doing anything? Like, do you question like what third time with the same reason you guys are here? They can temporarily fix you, right? But hospitals are for the acute care. For the long term, you have to follow with the specialists, PCPs, doctors to stay compliant with, to get away from the rehospitalization or come back. We can make you fix for acute care and make you things going on and give you a direction. But then you have to follow up and you have to do, and that's what was lacking.
That's a
So
very
so
good
they were
point.
what they were doing, they were giving him and making him happy for 2-3 days. He was getting pain free. The way he went back home after a week, he get the same pain crisis. He end up in the hospital. For me to make him happy, I can bombard him with the benzos and all the good medicines. I didn't do it. For our first meeting, she didn't like me at all. But I was very blunt and honest. Like, this is my protocol. You have to go with it. I can facilitate you within the medical law, but I can't do it just to make you happy or him pain free.
Absolutely.
He has to suffer a little bit so I can find out what is the reason
Absolutely.
going on.
Yes.
So, but that's how we made a communication a little bit. Next day, she was she was a different person
After
to
seeing
me, and she
the
liked
good
it.
results.
And then I think third day, Samantha was there. I didn't know about Samantha at all. By the time I already made my bond with the family and stuff. So that's how I can be very nice and I can be very rude and stay blunt. Some people don't like it. But you have to be honest.
Oh, you have
right?
to be honest
Yeah.
with the patient.
So if you're
absolutely.
not helping yourself, if you're not complying, and you're coming back to the hospital for the same reason and asking me just to get temporarily pain relief, I'm not the doctor then. I will not facilitate.
Very, very good point, and it's a very good. Definitely the way to go, because obviously we've got epidemic, I guess, not quite a pandemic, but in a situation where people are abusing all these pain relievers.
Exactly.
So yes, there's a very thin line, and sometimes you do get a patient that truly needs it, but
It's just very hard. It's a very thin line.
so
I
how
agree.
do you navigate
So we do have a
that?
very good closed system. So something people doesn't even think and realize that your every medicines which you are pain medicine getting in here in Florida, we have a record of everything. So So whatever you are getting,
whatever I get,
yeah,
there's a record. You could actually go on a computer.
Yeah. So
Really?
we can find out who gave you that medicines. For example, sometimes, okay, let's hope with the hospitals. You come to me as a patient, okay? You got some prescription medicine from me as pain medicines, right? And I discharge you. You after 2 days, you go to our sister hospital and try to fake the same symptoms, right? And you're gonna get flagged. The pharmacy gonna call me or the doctor. Okay, this prescription, the guy got it like 2 days ago. Why he is getting the same one? Do you really want to continue? Then we got find it.
Okay.
So patients get pissed off then.
But is it just your sister hospitals, or is it just any hospital? If
I
I
think
go
it's
to Tallahassee, say.
oh it's I don't know about those states, but I know about our system,
no,
ACA
like
Florida. Yeah,
Florida,
I know
yes.
about Florida, ACA.
All of the hospitals are connected.
I think we are very much connected with our sister hospitals.
Very
Like
good.
within even a click, I can see all the data.
Yes.
So that's the good part of with our ACA system too. Brown and Broward, because if people go into our sister facility, we can just get the whole data. What was the treatment? What medicine they got it? It facilitates us.
And it's safe to say that this was probably adopted not too long ago. When I say not too long ago, maybe like 8-9 years ago, because I remember in the 2010, 2011, around that time, there was a big problem. Like you would walk around and just see like a lot of people, just lines of people just waiting to get medicated.
Yeah. So now things are changing fast because of the new technology and medical sciences is getting advanced. And now if you see our ER time, walk in and walk out is very fast. You don't have to wait for long lines. Like our ER team is so like equipped and fast with those old numbers. We make sure like people
when
walk
you
in
say fast,
like with the triage. Like you
numbers?
come in like you are in a
in,
pain or something
yes.
like that. We know like, okay, so we have a certain goal or number like we have to achieve. Within that time, you get the care right away. So we'll make sure you get the images, you get the labs, the right everything
Really?
care. Yes, within that window we have
You
a
don't
time.
have to wait a couple hours.
Oh
or-
no. That things are gone. I don't know about the other hospital, but I can talk about especially for the Woodmont. If you see, and also other ACA facility hospitals now. We have, and we also like we have these goals and try to compete within our ACA sister hospital. Okay,
Yeah.
you have 5 minutes, we're gonna go over 4 minutes and try to compete. This is a very healthy
Beautiful.
competition. We try to care about our Broward community and yeah.
Wow,
So-
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so-
Now, with the way things are changing, obviously, healthcare is a very big deal. Every election year, healthcare is a big deal. So, what are you guys doing in terms of insurance for people like people with minimal insurance or possibly don't have insurance? What kind of
So
services
for
do you
us,
offer?
it's
Yes.
ACA Woodmont. We never say no to anyone. So for us, every patient, we don't care about like what insurance you have or not. We don't see that. As a doctor, as a physician, we don't go with that part.
Okay.
So for me, my patient is the only priority. I don't go like what's the patient insurance has or not. And all our doctors at
So
Woodmont.
you will service.
Yes, we'll service them. We'll do it, whatever is needed for them.
Okay.
But at the same time, there are some, we are expanding, but Woodmont is not the teaching bigger facility. So there are some fields which we don't have in-house, doctors or physician. We still does stop it. Okay, we don't have this facility or we stop you, we can't take care of you. We still say no. We can't say no. So we transfer these patients to our sister facilities in like Candle, Ventura. We have our bigger facilities. So we arrange everything for that and we transfer these patients with our ambulance and everything to our bigger facilities where they can take care of the patients nicely. Yeah. So our this in this within Broward County, like we are there 24/7. Our doors are open for you guys. You can always walk in, and we are there with a smile and make sure we put a smile on your face when you leave,
Yeah.
and you ask questions and it's better. Like listen, all people are not same. Sometimes
Absolutely.
we do make mistakes, and we have our moods up and downs. If I have 20, for example, patients. If you are my patient and we are having good conversation and talking, and the next patient might be in a pain and might be in a misery or might be really mad at me, right? So I can't go to the third room with a bad mood, right? I have to
Absolutely.
compose myself, but I'm human, right? Sometimes you're going up and down. You have to understand, right? So, and this same goes with the
That's-
patients too.
That's incredible. That
And this
is
also goes
incredible.
with the patient. They don't
Yeah.
understand. If it's a bigger it's a facility, we still equip with how many patients more patient bed Morgan we have?
251.
251. So sometimes we get like really overwhelmed, and
Wow.
we have like patients has to share the bed, right? We have to put two patients in one room.
Yes,
We try
yes.
our best to give them the equipment, but like then the demand is more, and we can't say no to anyone, right?
Yes.
Because that's our responsibility to take
Mhm.
care of the patients. So, but then patients complain, that other person is like awake all night and all those problems, and then these small things they just go out and just complain. Oh, this is like they forget about the good care. They got it right.
They forgot why they
Yeah.
were there on the first place, and now they're
Now,
complaining
yeah, the
about
small things they started
you know, the
complaining. as a-
food
oh,
and
trust me, we have a whole big all departments working for that part. So we do have a menu card where we ask with a tablet like every day. Lady or a guy goes to patient room and asks what the diet with the doctor's place in, and they give the options. You can choose the option whatever you like to order.
Really?
Yes. So we make them like feel like it's
Wow,
they
that's
are living.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, they are
That's
living
very good.
at a home in a homey environment.
Okay.
And sometimes many times this gets a problem too. People doesn't want to leave. So that's also our problem. They also
So-
think me as a doctor like they are getting too comfortable.
I'm not ready to go home yet.
No, they make excuses to
Maybe
stay.
that's because you're a little too nice.
Yes, that's what I said. Like, okay, and then I have to intervene. I said, like, listen,
You're ready.
Hospital is also you can't stay more because it's a prone to infections. People don't realize. You just stay for your acute care and they try to leave as soon as possible. Because the more you stay, the more you get. If even you are fine, you're gonna get the infections.
Mm.
So, but
And that's the one of the most. I don't know. You guys do surgery there too?
yeah,
Do
we are
surgery.
very big with the ortho
Okay.
with our knee placements. So, yeah, we are very big with that part. We do all surgeries too.
Mm.
So yeah, we have like almost like doing everything. We do even bariatric surgeries too, like for the weight
What
loss.
surgery?
For the weight loss
Oh,
surgeries.
really?
Yeah. So we have we have the one of the best hand surgeon. I think he's the only one, Dr. Shinasa, in the community. So we get all over, like from the Broward or all over outside, patient transfer to our facility just to get for the hand infection. We have the only Dr. Shinasa in the community, which is very famous, and he never say no to any patient.
And he's like the resident doctor there, or does he also?
No, so we our other for example, I did my residency at Northwest and Westside ACA hospitals.
Mhm.
We do have a residency team there, but at Woodmont we don't have residency yet. But eventually we are evolving. So let's see. Maybe in the
Okay.
future we're going to start a residency program here too. Why not?
Okay.
So we are capable of everything. So we have. As Morgan told you, we are already started a cath lab is running successfully, and we are helping the community with that part. And eventually, every day is a new changing we are bringing.
Morgan, you did mention that it's a $12 million facility. When is that opening exactly?
We opened it last year.
You opened it last year.
I think we
Wow.
opened it last in October, right? Yeah.
And how has that been so far?
It's going great. We're really excited to expand our access to cardiac services to the West Broward community.
Okay. And obviously the need around here, it's very big. Which other hospital? I wouldn't really consider it a competition, but like if you guys were not there, where would somebody have to go to? Like how far would they have to drive to get the services?
Well, our two sister facilities, Northwest and HCA Florida Westside Hospital,
Okay.
have really established cardiac programs that have been in place for years now. But in Tamarack, we saw the need, and we wanted to just provide greater care.
Absolutely.
So what we was doing before that, any patient comes in who need a cardiac cath, we need to transfer to our sister facilities.
Mm.
So then our like authorities like recognize like there's a need for this area too.
Mhm.
So then they made out the plan because instead of transferring out to our sister facilities, why not to get this facility within our ACA because we do need the local residents do need that care. So the management spend that money, and it also like it's more than $65 million we like spend on Woodmont just for our ER lobby is all new. Yeah, so we are
Wow.
also changing all the rooms like we already did most of them. And yeah, we are there, and now there's new projects are coming in just to help the community.
We're super excited. Wow, we can't wait to hear a little bit more. For now, we're gonna cut to break.
It was an honor to have Dr. and Morgan. You know, and like they said, they took very good care of my dad. And, you know, like, listen, he was a really down to earth doctor, was he not?
That was incredible. Absolutely. Just a great, great guy all around. Really, really cool.
See, and it's hard to find, like, people always tell me, you know, like, you're so, like, good friends with your doctors. You know, people are amazed because, like, I have my cardiologist cell phone number. I have my primary care cell phone number.
Yeah.
I have, like, all of my doctor's cell phone number because they know
Yeah.
I don't take advantage of it. But when a doctor gives you their personal cell phone number.
Just like that.
Yeah. Even, like, my kid's pediatrician. And look, like, Dr. Nawaz just gave us his cell phone number. He
Yep.
has a heart.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fascinating thing that he said was a lot of people get sick because of loneliness.
Which is really sad.
Isn't that incredible?
But that's why I think a lot of people love the companionship. Like, you know, divorce is a hard thing. Separation is a hard thing. You know, in my culture, you know, you try to do everything you possibly can to save, you know, your marriage and everything else. But I think a lot of people, it's so hard. I don't know, from my single friends at least, you know, they tell me it's very hard to find that special someone. It just really is. Because
Yes, especially today. But it just goes to show that even if you want to be single, and a lot of people want to be single nowadays, but that's not the way to go.
no.
It's not the. If you want to live long, at least from what the doctor is saying, you need company.
That's why my parents always used to tell me, Samantha, even if you just have one kid, you know, I have a lot of friends that did not want to have kids at all.
Tons of friends like
And
that.
I love when people are like, "Oh, my money's going to take care of me," and I was like, "Listen, the $20,000 that you're paying a month and the $5,000 that I'm paying a month, we're still going to be sitting in the same stuff. The only difference is my boys are going to come and yell at these people and say, "Hey, take care of my mom and dad." Who's going to take care of? You know what I
Of
mean?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
in the posh 20,000. But who's there to see that they're taking care of you right? No. And that's why I tell people, like, I do a lot with foster kids. I do a lot with adoption, like 4Kids, ChildNet, Flight. And I encourage people. There's so many kids right now. You know, be a foster parent. You know,
Absolutely.
adopt a child.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, like, you don't always have to adopt a baby. You know, there's 2, 3, 4-year-olds. There's 16-year-olds. You know, this foster somebody.
Wow.
You know, you never know. That person can actually come back and take care of you. You know, I've had people tell me that their foster kids came back and take care of them before their own kids came back and take care of them. Isn't that something?
That is incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Guys, you heard it here from the doctor himself. Have company, have kids, have a wife, have a husband, have somebody, so that you could possibly live longer and a healthier life.
Are you listening, Sean? Because you're 26, you know, so you better get married soon. Oh, you just turned 27? Okay. Single and still looking?
Hey, take your time, but at least, you know, make sure that you eventually find someone special. It has to be someone special.
And he's saying, like, why is it only got to be one? You know, Baskin Robbins has 33 flavors.
You had to take it there. Hey, I'm from Africa. You know, we could take this all day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And let me ask you a question. Your wife would take it where?
No.
Yeah,
Take
thank
it
you.
where?
Where would you take it? Exactly.
All right, switch topics.
And see, what was very nice, the big red truck, the big red bus. It was such a pleasure to see it
You know,
today.
you
because
did that on
when
purpose,
the
right?
doctor,
The big what?
The big red truck, the big red bus. Okay. The doctor came and he saw his picture on it. HCA Hospital.
Did you see
Woodmont.
his face?
He was like a kid in a candy store.
Oh my goodness.
Even
He
Morgan was like taking pictures and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to show my CFO." So I'm telling you, businesses, hospitals, you know, if you guys, and I didn't even realize that Woodmont Hospital owns all of the MD Nows.
Nows.
They own a
That is
total of
amazing.
49 MD Nows and hospitals throughout the entire state of Florida. That is humongous. It really,
That
really
is very big. And if they're doing the training that the doc was just talking about, and making sure that they all follow the same
Rules and guidelines,
standard
yeah.
procedures of just being the way Doctor and Morgan was, absolutely amazing. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
No, listen, I've been to that hospital, and from the past to now, I will tell you it's night and day. That I will definitely say. Because when it was university compared to Woodmont, very, very different.
Wonder if they have what is it for kids is like giving birth. What's
Pediatrics?
That? No, not pediatrics. But
Obstetrics?
Women giving birth. What kind of a hospital is that? Like.
So I know Northwest, their sister company, does that.
They do that. Okay.
Yeah.
My 2 kids were born in Boca Regional.
Mine was born in Boca West.
Boca West.
Boca West.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would. Boca Regional was fantastic. They were great, but the kind of care that Doctor here was mentioning. I mean, I would have loved to just possibly take my wife there. Had that been an option?
Well, I love that my dad got a private room every time. That's one thing I will say. He got a private room every time, so I thought that was a really nice, touch. But listen, I tell people, go to the hospital if you need it. People always say, well, if I get into a car accident, do I need to go to the hospital? I'm not a doctor, but this is what I tell people. If you got broken bones, if you need stitches, then go to the hospital. If you're just complaining of soft tissue and back pain, call Car Accident Referral Services at 954-249-5858. Remember, guys, we covered the entire state of Florida. I had a guy yesterday Mr. Ali asked me if I could help him in Palm Beach. We cover the entire state of Florida. I actually had another client over the weekend. She was like, you always say, save your number. And I never listened to you. And now I had to Google you. So make sure you guys see. I love it though, but that she Googled me. She called the call center.
And she was able to find you on Google.
Yeah, no, I love that. But people don't realize the same cell phone number, the 954-249-5858, that is what you guys call me on. That's what my parents call me on.
Absolutely.
People are like, wow, I call you the same number? I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, don't
Doesn't
wait
matter
to
the
call
time.
No, but don't call the call center. That's a toll-free number. You're going to talk to one of the call center people. Call me on my cell phone. So make sure you guys are saving my number, 954-249-5858. Shout out to City of Sunrise and the Chamber of Sunrise. They had Taste of Sunrise yesterday. And let me tell you something, over 40 restaurants, the tickets were $20 each. I took my kids, my parents, and even my mom and dad. They were like, I got to stop eating. I'm telling you, it was so much food. Like, it was crazy. Like,
wow.
It was unbelievable how much food.
I never got my
40.
invite because I would have been there in a jiffy.
Well, there's one coming. Listen, you know what's funny? Another girlfriend. Another girlfriend told me that. And do you know what's funny? Tickets sold out within the first 3 days. They only had 250 tickets.
So you get me a ticket and then I'll sell you. Come on, Samantha.
Dude, it was sold out before I had to get pulled. I'm like, listen, I'm part of the chamber. I sit on the board.
Okay, you know what? Next time, I'll just tell them I'll bring Big Red.
Okay.
Right? Can we bring?
And that would actually been really nice because the fire truck was there. The chief of Sunrise Police was there. The chief of the fire department was there. The mayor, Michael Ryan, was there. Shout out to Commissioner and Assistant Mayor Jacqueline Guzman was there. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
It was a really nice, it was a nice event. There was tons of people, but tons of food. Shout out to Yard House Danny. Shout out to Edna at Olive Garden. Listen, guys, if you guys have not tried Taste of Sunrise, make sure you come out next year. I couldn't believe the food.
So it's just once a year annually?
Once a year. Every city does it. I just got an email, I think, for Lauderdale Lakes.
Okay.
Yesterday was actually Tamarack and Sunrise, and I wish Tamarack would not do it on the same day as Sunrise.
Absolutely.
So we can all go and partake.
Yes.
But it was just nice because
double dip.
Well, no, but they had Jamaican food. They had Haitian food. They had African food. They had American
rice.
food. They even had all the desserts. Like, you should see, they were giving you like full cookies, full brownies. Like, my kids, I was like, they wouldn't go to sleep. They didn't go to sleep till 11 o'clock.
Hey, that's the... Is
Sugar
that
rush.
the sugar rush they call?
Yes.
Extra candy,
Oh, no, you know what
extra
they
honey.
did? This place, and I wish I could think of the name, but they would take the cookies, like you get to choose your cookies and your brownies, and then they would smush it together, and they put this in the machine, and they made ice cream out of it.
Ooh.
So
that
my
just sounds
kids,
delicious.
yes, I was like, my 8-year-old, he was like on cloud
How many?
nine.
How many did you have?
None.
Oh, quite disciplined there.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I will never say no to dessert.
Health is the new wealth.
So they say.
See, health is the new wealth.
Life is short. Enjoy it as it lasts.
Listen, I've lost over 100 pounds, so yeah, those 100 pounds are never
No,
coming back.
you're-
They can go to you.
You're totally right. You're totally right. Health.
Has to be a balance.
That's the most important thing you have. Health.
Exactly. Listen, I
No.
took my A1C, and those people that have diabetes out there, I want to tell you something. I never thought that I could take my A1C from a 12.6 to a 4.9
Whoa.
since 2019. A 4.9 is the lowest that I just checked at my doctor's, my endocrinologist. So I'm telling you guys,
Hold on.
health is the new wealth. If I can lose over 100 pounds, so can you.
Take care of yourself out
Yes,
there,
health
people.
is, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. You can make all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you
Doesn't
have
mean anything.
nothing.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter. Because people, I know I'm a business owner now, but when I was a employee, my parents used to always tell me, you can drop down and dead today, tomorrow, they're just going to hire a new employee. You know what I mean? As a business owner,
Just a number.
No, but as a business owner, we can all drop down and dead.
Yeah.
Big Red is still going to go on. Car
Yeah.
accident referral services is still going to go on.
Yep.
And then shout out to Savitri Islam. Shout out, and she's from Canada. Shout out to Vivi Asadon from City. He sits on the board with me, and Vivi does amazing things. You know what he does? He literally invites the city of Tamarack every single month. He pays for breakfast and everything. The chief shows up, and he really has very good discussions. So that's something you should try. I'm telling you, Big Red would be very nice there.
What do you guys discuss about?
Anything. Like I went there not last month, the month before, and we were talking to patients. Like I got to speak. Vivi let me talk, and I try to tell the neighbors, listen, you get into a car accident, make sure you're calling 911. A lot of people are just exchanging information. I'm telling them, hey, if anybody's calling you, telling you, I want to help you, that's illegal. Nobody should be calling you. This week alone, I had 11 attorneys, and one was from Daytona, and he called 7 of my C.A.R.S patients, telling them that he got their information because their police report becomes public 24 hours after. That's not true. Your police report does not become public until 30 days later. So what they're doing is they're listening to the police scanner, or they're buying their information illegally.
Ooh.
And all those 7
So
clients
you're saying,
gave them. Yeah.
You're saying lawyers cannot, or a lawyer or a
Lawyers
representative,
cannot call
They
you
cannot
first.
call you.
The patient has, just same thing with me. I'm not a lawyer, but you have to call me first. C.A.R.S cannot approach you. Somebody Easter has to tell you about me. You heard me on the radio. You saw me on TikTok or whatever. But yeah, I cannot approach patients. And you wouldn't believe
So
how
you're
many
saying
attorneys.
a car accident occurs right in front of my eyes. I can't just give them a card and tell them, hey, call me.
No, it's illegal. You can go to jail for that. That's called patient brokering, and it's called patient solicitation. So yeah, no, you're not allowed to. And shout out to Miss Brina. Shout out to Miss Davika. They're all listening to us online. And Tara Hertz. So, listen.
Thank you, guys.
If you guys want to come on, and all these people that's listening to us on Facebook, listen, Big Red is outside there with a bunch of logos
You
from
wanna be
different
on there?
companies. If you guys
Reach
want to
out.
be on there, what's the number for them to call?
561-929-7688.
Listen,
Instagram.
I have my big face right now on there.
That's
I have my
right.
C.A.R.S logo on there. HCA of Florida has it. The hospitals has it. MD Now is on there. So you never know. People always say, you're always this marketing queen. Let me tell you something. I love having the Big Red truck/bus having around, because you can pick. You know what? I want the Big Red truck in Sunrise today, and I want to make sure that all the Sunrise neighbors know about car accident referral services. If you have a new restaurant, if you're
Grand
a
opening.
realtor, if you donut shop, Vicky Bakery, Vivi does a lot. You know what I mean? I'm sure Vivi would love to put his name. Tara would love to do it also. Davika does photography, just to have your name and your logo and your face on a Big Red truck. And it's not just one side. It's every single side. So it's the two
Let's
sides.
talk numbers. Let's talk numbers.
Tell me.
You know, when you look at a billboard on 95 or a billboard on 441, do you know how much they charge for those?
Yes, I do, because I've been on them.
Okay. So we're talking about 12 grand, somewhere around there, you know. With Big Red, the impressions are way more than that. You're going to get a whole lot more traffic because guess what? Big Red drives where there is traffic. It follows traffic. So the school zones, the malls, the events, the beaches, and you name it. We go there where there's traffic. So the impressions are way more than the billboard on 95. Not to mention
It's mobile.
on 95.
Not just static.
You're driving about 70 miles an hour, 65 to 70 miles an hour. So you're only seeing that billboard for like what, maybe 3-4 seconds if you're lucky. After that,
That's right.
You know, especially if they're rotating, it's gone. So this is your opportunity to take advantage of Big Red right now, and you know, at these discounted prices. And I'll let
Well, no, but hold on. But before you talk pricing, not only
Yes.
that, like C.A.R.S have done a contest where I said, if you saw Big Red with my face or my logo on it, take a picture with it and send it to me. Business owners out there, if you guys want to do something like that, it works wonders. So if you're a realtor in Weston and you only want to focus in Weston, if you are a business entrepreneur in Wellington, they will focus in Wellington. They'll focus in Tamarack. They'll focus in Plantation, Cooper City, Hollywood, Pembroke Pines, Miramar, North Miami. It does not matter. You know, imagine a truck just going around the entire day in your city where your business is located. You know, that's a really big thing for you. It really, really is. People don't realize that. But
Absolutely.
I love when people are like, oh my God, I just saw you on the streets. I'm like, take a picture.
Yep. Take a picture, share it on your social, and you get a chance to win, you know, X amount. You know, we could talk to
So what's the
Samantha here.
specials that you're having?
Again, I mean, right now, typically, we normally charge $200 an hour. You know, so right now, for you listeners, right now we are charging. It's actually $150 an hour right now. So we're able to give you guys also, just for you guys also, it's a minimum is normally 4 hours minimum. We could give you guys a free hour as well. Okay, so if you're a new business, you have a grand opening, you have any events coming up.
You're saying you're gonna charge me $150 an hour, the first hour free?
Absolutely,
I love that.
absolutely,
I love that.
And listen, they work with all budgets.
absolutely.
They
Yes,
work
we
with
do.
all budgets.
Yes, we do.
So you know what? I always tell people on the radio, I work with all budgets.
Yes.
I don't care, because at the end of the day, the radio station is still going to sit there, the big, beautiful red truck. And you know what was nice that Morgan liked? She was like, wow, it's red. She was like,
Exactly.
you know, red means to stop, you know, and I have to stop and I have to look. So if
That's-
you want to
and
support
guess
your
what?
business,
her
Guess
words
what
were
you're
like-
wearing today?
her
You're wearing
words-
red as well.
She is
Yes,
wearing.
I
She's
am.
always wearing red.
it's Heart Month. February is Heart Month.
That's
Okay,
right,
okay.
that's right.
See, it's Heart Month. And then we want to say hello to Khalid. Khalid owns Take It Light. So, you know, he's a very big supporter in against human sex trafficking. So if you want to make sure that you guys are doing the right things, make sure you guys are calling Take It Light. He is truly amazing, and we just want to give a shout out to him because what he does with against human sex trafficking, we absolutely love. So thank you so much for always being a good listener with us and always shouting us out, Khalid. Khalid, we absolutely love you. And shout out to Sunrise Chamber. I'm telling you, like they did such a great job last night at the Taste of Sunrise.
Wow.
I'm very proud of my chamber. I really am. Very proud of my board. I'm very proud of my city. You know, Sunrise is where I grew up.
So
and I
you're
absolutely love it.
you're an ambassador there, right?
I'm an ambassador. Yes, I am.
Okay. At Sunrise
Sunrise Chamber.
Chambers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long have you been an ambassador?
2 years. I've been with the chamber now 3 years.
Okay. So
one of my favorite
we
chambers.
want Big Red to go represent.
Well,
and
you
become
better give a
ambassadors.
shout out. You better
Absolutely.
give a shout out to Brian, the president.
Okay, we
he's
got-
amazing. And you better touch base with Vivi Asadon because he's amazing. Well, I hope you guys are having fun. I can't believe 2 hours went away, and then I get my little pumpkins with me. Are you gonna say hi?
This is the best
Hi.
surprise.
No, you gotta talk right here. Talk inside.
Hi,
Who are you?
Corey.
Corey who?
Corey Ramnarine.
Ah, you're car number 2?
Yes.
Ah, and what are you going to say after you get into a car accident, slip and fall, and workers' comp? Who do you call?
954-249-5858.
Very good. And what's the name of the company?
car accident and referral services.
Very nice.
They're just too adorable.
Car number 1, are you going to say anything? Or are you going to be shy? You're just going to shake your head? Really, car number 1? You can't just say hi? You just can't say hi, everybody?
For the views.
Really? I swear.
He's playing shy.
We always have 2. We have one that's a social butterfly, which is car number 2. And we have car number 1 that's, not so much. So car number 2 is Stanley. And car number 1 is Dallas.
Hey, I guess you could put that
Because you're like the
comparison.
social butterfly. Right? See? So, Corey, who is our winner for Pay Your Bills?
Otanel Williams.
Say it one more time.
Otanel Williams.
Otanel
Yay.
Williams of Lauderhill. You have 60 seconds to give us a call at 954-792-1170, and we will pay your bills. So make sure you call us. You have 60 seconds right now. See, what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? Remember, we just bought a house. So I'm going to be going to Home Depot, Lowe's,
A lot of renovations
and
going on, huh?
a lot of it's a
Are
pain.
you doing it yourself?
No.
Does this
Do I look like a guy that can do it myself?
Yes.
Well, yes, I can
Yeah,
do a
you
lot.
do it yourself?
some things? You could do some
I
things.
can do a few things myself.
You can
but,
do a few things yourself?
Demo,
What can you do?
Demo the tiles.
We're talking about demolition, tiles, roof. We're trying to put a skylight. We're trying to.
You should have just built a house from scratch.
I know. It's gonna be insane. But yes, that's what's happening this weekend. What are you doing this weekend? I mean, you've got these amazing
Soccer,
little boys.
Soccer, and soccer.
Oh, that's fun.
That's what I'm doing.
That's-
I do have a Galentine's tomorrow, so yes, but I have soccer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And Mr. Sandman.
Just a relaxing weekend. Nothing too crazy.
I thought you were going to go swipe left or right and go to some dates.
A little bit of that as well, but yes.
As long as you don't take them with Big Red.
You know what? I listen, you know what Big Red could come up for, though? Listen, Big Red truck, bus, whatever you want to call it. Imagine if we put Stanley's face on it and says single and looking.
Oh, my
So if you
goodness.
guys are
Oh,
females
wow.
and males that are single
Wow.
and looking and you want your picture on the Big Red bus
That's
and
the
truck,
ultimate attraction
there
right
you
there.
go.
Yes, and if you see a guy that looks like Chris Bosch / Usher, I think that's the guy.
Wow. Chris Bosch. I haven't got Chris Bosch in so long. But Usher, yes. Chris Tucker, I've gotten.
No, I could
It's
see
crazy.
Usher, but not
Yes?
Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
no.
with the shades. Yeah, Usher with the shades.
Oh, okay. I could see Chris.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's,
I could
that's
see.
the story of
yeah.
my life.
Chris
Yeah.
Bosch
Story
and
of my
Usher.
life.
See?
Could you imagine Chris Bosch and Usher having kids and you get Stanley? Yeah.
No, but think about it though. If you're a single person listening right now,
Yes.
you know, your face and phone number can be on there. You know, with
May-
your
maybe-
requirements.
Maybe we should do that for him.
Listen, you know, in New York, people do that as billboards. In California, people do that as billboards. So there you go. So
There you go. If you need it, just give us a call. 561-929-7688.
exactly. So
Big
we
Red.
are going to say bye to car number 2. You're going to say bye?
Bye.
Car number 1, are you going to say bye? Come on, car number 1. Come on, just say hi so people know you're for real. Oh, really? Oh, unbelievable. Well, guys, this is Samantha, Dallas, Stanley, Corey, and Cody. And we want to say thank you guys so much for listening to us today. We can't wait to be back. Our Pay Your Bills listener did not call us within 60 seconds. So, again, if you guys want to text your name, address, and phone number to 954-249-5858, you guys can do it every day, all week, doesn't matter. And just say Pay Your Bills, Car Accident Referral Services. Thank you guys so much, and God bless.